A very good evening. Welcome to this episode of The Style Project, your fashion-packed program whose aim is to inspire and influence your fashion sense. My name is Sylvia Owori. I can tell this show cannot be the same without Solomon Tazavan.
Hello, we're glad to have you watching once again.
Linda Butari.
Hi everyone, I missed you.
And good to have you back, girl. And today we have a fabulous panelist, the beautiful Gloria Wavamuno.
Thank you for having me.
Gloria Wavamuno is the creative director of the Gloria Wavamuno fashion brand. She's also the founder of the Kampala Fashion Week. So just tell us about yourself. Tell us about your fashion. Who is Gloria?
Well, I guess first professionally, I am the artistic director of Gloria Wavamuno. A brand that's been existing so far for 5 years. I was very fortunate to come from another big brand before I started my own brand, Oswald Boateng, a bespoke tailor. So he gave me a lot of lessons to understanding what it takes to, in general, run a fashion business. I mean, as artists, we think about designing and creating, but at the end of the day, you need sustainability and you need to have brand identity and learn what is the core, what do you present, because fashion is a cycle and we're all learning from each other, so no one can ever claim something of their own, but the whole point is innovation and developing something new from the old from the new.
Social media has taken the world by storm. Everyone literally has social media on their fingertips and they're constantly WhatsApping, Facebooking, they are on Instagram, on Viber, you name it. It's all in our faces. But what company or individual made the best of it was the essence of the social media awards. Awards mean red carpet to us. Let's see who wore what to that event. Gloria, what do you think about Anita's fashion?
I think that she actually made quite an individual choice. I think the dress is quite unique in its design, but I would have preferred if it was better tailored. There's just some pieces, some parts of the dress that I think could have fitted her and flattered her a bit more, but I think the color suited her and it was quite an individual choice for the night.
Yeah. Solomon, what do you think about Becky?
Well, let me start with, I actually had to ask Becky to pause for me on the red carpet. And she actually,
were you there?
Yeah, I was. You know, it was live, you know. And she definitely wanted to pause. I mean, she actually took like about 5 minutes there.
5 minutes?
Yes, 5 minutes. She's like, oh, have my bag, have my purse, have my phones and whatever.
Right, so she followed what we told
her.
So she's watching the Style Project.
But now the issue I have with the dress is the fabric is just not flattering. It looks like nightwear to me, you know. There's this weight, kind of like, I don't know, you have to help me out on this.
Next. Well, Nunu, girl talk. Earlier, we talked about boy crush, and you know what? Your boy crush, Denzel. What do you think about his look?
I need to make this clear. I just think he's very, very stylish. And one thing I love about Denzel, he does not follow trends. He just created his own fashion statement. He's always debonair. He always has a bow tie or a blazer. Is it a blazer or a jacket? He's always looking on point. And he wore what's supposed to be worn on the red carpet. Yeah.
And DJ Twanjix. Yes, we're all Ugandans, we're celebrating Uganda, wearing the Ugandan flag, but in what way? And men out there, if you're a plus size, try not to wear oversized clothes, because it's actually showing him that it's double the size that he usually basically is, and he's wearing it with jeans and
plimsolls.
Yeah.
On the red carpet.
He comes on the red carpet celebrating Uganda. No. Former Miss Uganda, Ella. Ella looks very beautiful. I love the dress. It fits her very beautifully. The color is nice, the shoe, the bag. Only one problem, Giselle has the phone. This is the problem that we keep saying to you guys when you're on the red carpet. Leave your phone, put your phone aside, give it to your friend, and then you pose nicely for that. She looks very beautiful. She actually reminds me of the years when I was doing Miss Uganda. She would have been one of my Miss Ugandas, not the current ones, but yeah, she looks absolutely beautiful. Next. Gloria, what do you think of these beautiful sisters?
Well, I'm someone who's I love black, so I'm someone, if you say you're wearing too much black, all I hear is that you look amazing. So I'm very happy with these outfits. I think it's good that they both decided to wear different kinds of styles in black. I think for pregnancy, Shanice wore quite a flattering dress, I think, for her. And I like the fact that also, I like Nancy's shoes, but I'm not too happy with the cream shoes on Shanice's outfit because I feel that it contrasted with the gold necklace. But in general, they're very clean, it's very simplistic, and I think they made a very,
How about the tags?
The tags I've seen on a lot of people at the social media awards, but and it kind of destroyed a lot of their...
It was high event. Did she really need to put on the tags?
I feel like maybe tags needed to be a stamp because just in general, I kind of disagree with tags, and I feel that when you're going to do a red carpet, you kind of should have a stamp because tags always interfere with the outfit and the design of it. So in general, I'm not for tags, but I understand if it's security purposes, etc., then there's nothing I can say much. But I really do think that their simplistic looks worked for the night. Of course, could they have gone out of the box because it is a social media event
and it was their event,
but if they wanted to more stand back and let other people see what the event was about, then yeah, I think then they definitely stood as the creators of the event.
Well, Priscilla Ray,
I think for somebody who's been in the fashion world, for this social media event, she pulled it off because I love the fact that her dress complements her silhouette. And I love the fact that she had...
I'd have to disagree with the tailoring.
The tailoring, yes.
Around sorry. It would have been more flattering, taken in a bit and smoothed out around the midriff part of the dress.
Depending on your body size.
Yeah,
so if you're skinny and you're a model,
so you need to pull it a bit just as you have to widen it. So I look at the construction, sorry.
I will. Yes. Thank you, Gloria. She didn't have to accessorize a lot, so the shoes matching the lipstick, I think, is a very good thing that most ladies should follow, because most of them don't want to accessorize. They won't have a clutch bag, they won't have jewelry, but something as simple as matching your shoes to your lipstick, like Priscilla Ray did, is something you could try out.
Also, I can add on to Priscilla's having a lot of fake hair. I know with the news now they're saying billions. Africa spends $7 billion a year on fake hair. She probably has nice hair. Why would she continue to have?
Well, no hair at all.
No.
It's a choice, guys. At the end of the day, it really is a choice. If they're complaining about the amount of money that's being spent on that fake hair, it's somebody's personal choice.
Yeah.
But the truth is, very many African women are spending a lot of money on stuff they can't afford, because they're trying to follow trends. I am very against us as African women trying to, pull off a westernized look. So I'm trying to tell women, like Sylvia is saying, we're not saying be like Sylvia, be like me, be like Gloria. We're just trying to say
everyone has their own.
Yeah, have your own individual look.
I'm keeping my natural thing. I'm doing my Lupita thing with my natural hair. Yes, I've done that.
But again, please appreciate that you're a beautiful African woman, and don't try and spending billions of money on fake looks.
And don't forget, somebody died using that fake hair in London. There's a lady, she died on the dance floor. She had all this fake hair, and then she had used the fake glue.
Oh dear.
And the glue was not good, and then she just passed out and died. So
we have to be really careful.
Yeah,
but if you do decide to do weaves, I just think also some of the women should have been a bit more adventurous with the styles of the weave. Because I feel that if you just get it done and then keep it straight, I think then to play around with it. I feel like a lot of the styles at the social media, I just feel that people could have really gone a bit further with hair experimental, because you're going to be on the red carpet. So yeah,
that's just our opinions.
Just an opinion.
If I were younger, I would stay away from the red carpet then. Trust me. That's audacity. And he's like pausing, you know, he's pausing for the cameras. Oh, have my pictures taken.
But he's not smiling. He's like, I'm here.
You know, the
I've been
excuse we
forced
usually get,
and
the
taken.
excuse we always get is, you know, I was performing at the event. So you just have to understand it if I was looking like that.
Is that a stage outfit?
Exactly, that's my point. I mean, when we look at all these award events from, you know, world over, people actually make an effort. Someone has 2 or 3 actually outfits lined up. So chances I would never see them wearing a costume that they had on stage on the red carpet.
And we know that you celebrities, artists are watching the Style Project. For one, the first time we actually critiqued Baby Cool, he changed his style. The next time we saw him in public, he was our best dressed.
He was dressed to the nines.
Yes, because he actually realized some of these people, it's just unconscious. They're just going out there, and a show like the Style Project kind of educates and tells you guys what you're wearing is wrong.
Yeah. So we're your new best friends.
Next. Okay, Solomon, what do you think about Sylvia Namutebi, another former Miss Uganda?
It's like it's the umpteenth time she's wearing those tulle dresses, and you know, with tights on. I'm like, come on, with all the options that you have.
Maybe she's a baby doll. Like,
I would have just preferred that the tights be another color if they were going to go with the dress. But personally, you know, she does have good legs. I don't know why in general she wore tights to begin with. They just don't work with a prom baby doll dress.
I know. I think for me, my issue is with, you know, I really don't know how old she is, but I just feel for somebody, I'm assuming she's like in her late 20s, you know, she shouldn't be wearing a dress like this. Yeah,
exactly.
Because one,
it's too young.
Yes, too
Like
young.
she said prom. It's
Too
like she's
prom,
setting out to the prom.
Prom baby doll dress.
I know she's a very, very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot that she could, you know.
Sweetie, just get rid of those dresses, sweetie. I believe you have better taste.
If you do not have a personal style for functions, you kind of need to hire a stylist, I do believe. Some of us aren't all designers or in the fashion industry or have been around, you know, the trends of how to work with your body and skin tone and hair. So I feel like if anything, get a professional to kind of, or, you know, stay home.
all right, guys, you had it from Gloria herself, where she said, if you cannot dress well for the red carpet, just stay at home. And welcome back from the break. We are still talking fashion. We're talking fashion in Uganda, the history of fashion, and what's the best way not to talk about fashion with Gloria Wavamuno. Fashion is totally changed since the Kampala Fashion Week. So just tell us about Fashion Week.
I just always did think about Kampala Fashion Week. I always thought that there should be a platform for designers, because I understood with various designers I had worked for that a runway, it's not the ultimate thing to say that you have arrived, but it is a standpoint for designers to know that is what you're reaching for. You're reaching to show the public the quality of your work, to tell them this is why I exist. You know, it's a beautiful platform for designers to finally clearly display the hard work and the brand identity of their clothes. So I was always aware that there's a possibility and the ability to grow the fashion industry here, because as much as it's a talent and an art, it is a business that can create a lot of opportunity for a lot of people. So
I personally understand fashion, but many Ugandans don't.
yeah.
And you said something very key here, which she said, you know, she found a place where she can fit. Now, we here can understand because we found a place where we can fit.
We're in
Now,
fashion,
for
real
those-
TV.
but for those who don't,
And are looking for...
yes, are looking for, please explain to me and also to them the difference between fashion and style.
Well, of course, there's a difference to fashion. Fashion is what you create. It's what we're constructing, garment construction, and then style is what you do with clothes, different ways you put clothes together. It doesn't necessarily have to be one designer, one type of way of style. It basically is just mixing and matching and creating. I think style is the place you take fashion to allow it to also evolve into many things. That's also what allows us as designers to all be able to be in this industry, because there is one of my art teachers when I was younger said the most brilliant thing to our art class, because of course he was very aware competitiveness may start, and he was like, there is a place for everyone in the market. And I think that was the most intelligent thing he said, because at some point some people are staring like, who's going to survive, who's going to make a brand, who's going, and sometimes
exactly. Actually, what you just said, there is room for all of us. I mean, just think about it. In Uganda alone, we have more than 35 million people. There's so many of us to dress. So
it's
guys,
just procedures also. Everyone must understand that. Like, I get a lot of emails sometimes personally, and they're like, I just want to show. And at the end of the day, this is a business, which I also want to come back to. I'm like, it's wonderful, it's glamorous, it's beautiful, but it's a business, and there are procedures you must take. You cannot expect that because you are so-and-so personality-wise, you have an attitude that you're going to get into a show or you're going to have a higher position than anybody. Everybody applied. You yourself applied to Kampala Fashion Week. I mean, and you have a higher, more years on you of being in this industry. So I feel that everyone must respect that we're all equal, but it's what we all put in an effort. You start to notice people who succeed are just putting a double amount of effort on themselves.
and that is why Gloria needs to clarify all of this. They're setting up a company.
Yes. What we'll be launching very soon is that, which every, I think, city needs, especially when they find that there is a fashion identity that can grow within it, is that we'll be setting up the Ugandan Fashion Council.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. Which will be also bringing, so the Kampala Fashion Week will be brought to you by the Ugandan Fashion Council.
The Uganda Fashion Awards?
And the Ugandan Fashion Awards that will also be under the Ugandan Fashion Council.
And the Ugandan Fashion Models?
And the Ugandan Fashion Models Agency that also, there's a multiple of things, of course, because there's a multiple of things in fashion. And so this council is established to create the understanding of the levels of fashion and the fashion industry, and the levels of what is within the fashion industry, from stylists to designers to photographers to makeup artists. We need all of that understood, and we also need to create a network where we all communicate with each other and build ourselves, because I think the whole point is to understand quality over quantity. You know, it is definitely something that is to promote togetherness, but also to promote the fact that, yes, understand that it's a lot of work and you must put in time. This is a very glamorous industry, but it is an industry that actually shows that the people who survive are the ones who stand for the longest.
Yes,
but in growth and growing and evolving, because that's the beauty also of this art. It's about testing people's thoughts and views on visualness, on like we're here chatting about people and everything, but at the same time it's creating conversation. It's creating people to question their identity. What does define you? What defines your style? Are you following a trend? Are you following a group? Or are you finding your own voice? And in that also just affects society and an economy together, because we need to be a strong group of society and people to grow and develop our country.
Well, I'm very excited, basically totally excited about that, because finally we have a fashion council, we have a body that's kind of monitoring what we're doing as fashion designers, while we can be able to stop people like Chinese. They come to Uganda and take our raw materials. Our leather is one of the best in the world. Our coffee is taken away as raw and then brought back, and then we're buying it as Nescafe. We need, for us as a fashion body, we need to be able to fight that. If we don't, it will take other generations for people to be able to do that.
To reverse the problems that we let happen.
Yeah, so for me, I'm very excited to be partnering with Gloria and Natasha Karugira in that project. I'm too super excited, because it's something that's going to change the fashion industry in Uganda forever. Well, we have come to the end of the show. If you have any questions, just go to our Facebook page, the NTV Style Project. Like it and ask your questions there. Or you can also follow us on our individual Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram handles.